Now we're tying the version of the bum that sits more on top of or flush with the surface of the river that you're fishing. And again, we're going to do a Hendrickson, and the color scheme is going to stay the same as the nymph version of a bum. This is more like the dun version of a bum. We start this particular fly this time with a schuck. And the reason for that is because, oh, there we go. Notice again we have the hook over the barb, or the thread over the barb. That means I'm going to be perfectly straight and I can go forward. The reason for that is, quite simply, that you now have the fly, or I should say the dun, is emerging from this schuck, and it's not a nymph anymore, okay? So I don't need two tones in the body. I may have misspoke before. I definitely don't need two tones in the body. All I need is the color tones of the dun. And I also am not so much worried about trapping air bubbles as I was before, so I'm not going to spin a dubbing loop like I do on the other version. I'm simply going to tight dub a body. I will pick it a little bit with the dubbing teaser, but I'm not going to go as nymph imitative as I would if I had a nymph to imitate here. Alright, so I'm going to use the rotary feature of the vise right now. I hope that you're not getting a big flash off of the lights I'm using. If you are, boy oh boy do I apologize. Alright, I always like to work from the shoulders back and then forward again. My good friend and an amazing fly tyer, Paul Schwack, taught me to do that, and it's made a big difference in my own tying. You may be looking at the color of this dubbing and saying, boy, that's a little bit light for a Hendrickson. Don't worry about it. When it gets wet, it darkens up just fine, and it will look very Hendrickson-like. I also get a kick out of how some people get very, very exact about the color dubbings. I promise you that there are probably several hundred shades of Hendrickson dubbing sold in the range of the Hendrickson hatch. They all work, so this is the one I like. It doesn't mean it's the only good one. It's just the one that has worked well for me. Alright, so I think that's pretty good as far as thickness, depth of body, and so on and so forth. I'm just going to pick it out a little bit. You know, this fly I'm about to show you is a very good fly. I am fortunate. I have learned from so many good fishermen, and one of the best fishermen, and definitely the best on the Delaware that I have fished with consistently, is a fellow by the name of Mike Batchkowski. And in addition to being quite the character, he's really truly an incredible fisherman, and he's taught me an awful lot over the years. And there have been a couple of occasions where I've fished with Mike, and a bum has caught fish that have refused standard dries, whether I presented them or Mike presented them, but the bum has managed to turn the trick on some really good fish. Okay, so here I lay in the snowshoe rabbit wing. I'm a little concerned that I'm a little short because of I have to fold back the part of the tips over the eye, so I just move it forward a little bit. Again, I do this stuff subtly. I have to think about what I'm doing here, but I use my thumb to mash this down so that I get a good spread around the body. That'll be very important for keeping the fly afloat. Come in here, take what is the best approximation is about 1/3 of the fibers. If you can pull it off, great. If not, it's not the end of the world. Lock it in with a turn. Again, come and split it in half. That gives you, believe it or not, I'm a math guy, so I know what I'm talking about here. Teach it for a living. That gives you 3 equal clumps. And now I'm tying off the head of the fly. And there we go. All done. 2, 3, 4. I made the head a little big, but c'est la vie. I promise you the fish don't care. And I'll go back a little less than the halfway point, cut, and it looks like a wing bud just starting to come out of that fish there. Now notice, You know, again, I haven't even looked at this, but I'm so confident as I turn it upside down that you will see snowshoe sticking out on either side of the body here. And what that serves to do is to help float the fly. Okay? Don't be too thick on the body. Snowshoe poking out on either side. If I was putting this in a shadow box, the head's a little big. It would make it about half as big. Oh well, sue me. It's going to catch a lot of fish. It's a really good fly. Okay, this is the done version of a bum. And the name bum, once again, John Haag, Bob's Usual Merger. Good fly. I think you'll enjoy fishing it.